Okay, excellent. Welcome to my tutorial series on ComfyUI, the most powerful open sourced node-based application for generative AI. We're going to learn all about creating images, videos, 3D models, and music. Okay, so here is a download option. So click that. Now, what I recommend is that we will install a portable version from GitHub. This is because generating content on your own computer using AI is very resource intensive. The download for Windows is easier to set up, but if you're serious about this, you will encounter issues because you will need to do various reconfigurations, and it's much easier to just start off slightly more complicated and become familiar with how ComfyUI works in the file system on your computer. Okay, so install from GitHub. So scrolling down a little bit, this is what the node interface is going to look like eventually, but you will see that working for yourself at the end of the video. Go right to the bottom, and this is quite important. This link here, see this page for some recommendations on which GPU you should buy. I will be using an NVIDIA graphics card. Let's open this here. I'll be using a 40 series graphics card. So NVIDIA GeForce 4060 Ti. If you want to generate AI assets on your own computer, you should really have minimum 30 series and preferably 50 series. Okay, so I've tried this using a 10 series and it's not enjoyable at all. So unless you've got a good graphics card, then this video and series is really only going to be useful as knowledge, but not for actually doing these exercises yourself on your own computer. Okay, so in the future, high quality graphics cards are going to be more and more common, but until that time, hopefully you've got something like that. Okay. Now, the other important thing is the reason why we use the portable version that we get from GitHub is because it's very likely you will need hundreds of gigabytes of storage on your computer. Okay, so I have a dedicated drive on my computer, my local disk H there, a 2 terabyte disk, even though it only says 1.81. I don't have anything on it right now. I'm going to dedicate this just for ComfyUI. Now, if you were to install the easy installer version for Windows, it would be putting it on your C drive, and you may not have enough spare space on your C drive. Like I said, you're very likely to use up 500 gigabytes of space very quickly as we learn about ComfyUI, and that space will be taken up by AI models plus all the assets that you'll generate. So I've got quite a lot of room on my C drive, but it also puts a lot of demands on the actual hard drive itself. So if you can, get yourself a drive that you can dedicate for just ComfyUI. And that's what I've done here. That is nearly a 2 terabyte disk. Now, another important thing too to consider is RAM or memory. I have 64 gigabytes of RAM, which is quite a lot. You should have minimum 32 gigabytes of RAM, but of course, if you have more, the better. So if you don't have lots of RAM, lots of disk space, and a good graphics card, then using AI on your own computer to generate assets is not going to be an enjoyable experience. So hopefully you do have quite a good spec computer. And if you do, then I think you can confidently install ComfyUI from GitHub. Okay, so going back to the actual root of this project, ComfyUI, there are several links down here that you will find, manual install there. It's quite complicated instructions, but actually the easiest way to do it is to go right back to the top, find this releases section here. Let's look at the most recent release, 3.4. And if you go down to the bottom, there is a pre-built zip that you can download from there. It is nearly a 2 gigabyte install. Okay, so get used to this. Every file that you download is going to be multiple gigabytes of size. So that's why you need to have a lot of spare disk space, and your computer needs to be able to have a lot of RAM as well, because all of these things will be loaded into memory. Okay, so just download that. Okay, that's downloading to my computer now. Hopefully you've got a good internet speed as well. Okay, nearly there. Okay, very good. We can open that in the file system. Okay, ComfyUI Windows Portable NVIDIA.7z. Now, you might not have 7-zip installed on your computer, and actually you don't need it in recent copies of Windows. But if you have an old version of Windows, then you probably need to install it. But if you're like me and you have Windows 11, right-click it and click Extract All. Okay, select a destination. I'm going to go straight to my H drive and select just the root of H drive like that. Extract. Okay, so when it's extracted, it'll be 6.14 gigs. Okay, so I promise you, ComfyUI is the best at this. It's very good at integrating with open source models plus paid for models. The user interface is probably the best Node type user interface I've ever used. I've been staying away from them for the last few years, but after using ComfyUI, I kind of see the benefit of it. It's incredibly useful. And I think that ComfyUI will be part of your toolbox if you're like me and you are always creating things on a computer. A little bit like having Photoshop or an IDE like VS Code, or even using GitHub. Many things all us developers use are quite common. ComfyUI is going to be one of those things, I predict, because of the amount of things that you can do with it. All right, nearly there. Okay, there we go. So I can close down that one there. I don't need the browser anymore, or even that page. Okay, so on my disk, my H disk that I'm using as dedicated space, like I said, you probably should have at least 500 gigabytes free. I've got 2 terabytes free, or pretty much nearly. It's extracted that into a folder called ComfyUI Windows Portable. This is good. All of the files that we need are under here. And when we generate files, they'll all be under here somewhere, and I'll show you where. So the fact that it is like this makes it much easier for us to configure or experiment with in the future. Whereas if you were to use the Windows installer, then that would be more tightly integrated into your C drive amongst your documents, and also user data and roaming and all those other little operating system based folders. Much easier to set up initially, but as time goes on, you'll find it much more complicated to work with. So hopefully you've gone with the portable version. Now to start up, we can run NVIDIA this bat file here. You can also use that one. That's supposed to be a little better, but at this point in time, still a little bit experimental. But if you want the stable version, run NVIDIA GPU bat. So if you double click that, it's now going away, and then almost straight away, we are running ComfyUI. Now, if I was to do Alt Tab, we can see there's this command window still open. This is the server side part of ComfyUI running on our computer. And this here in the web browser is the user interface. If you press F11, you can go full screen like that. Now, it's useful to have this because as we do things, things will be written out to the console. We'll be able to get an idea of what's going on and whether we have problems or not. And the user interface is where we will create our workflows and modify them and customize them and come up with all kinds of weird and wonderful combinations. Now, you can zoom out a little bit so we can see that's the full workflow, and you can zoom in even more and we can see the text might be quite hard to read, but our first image is going to generate a beautiful scenery, nature glass bottle, landscape, purple galaxy bottle. Okay, but it's not going to work straight away because we don't have a model installed yet. So we will need to install this model. If you just try to run it using that option down there, it should show an error. Okay, yeah, so prompt execution failed. The errors are quite hard to understand in ComfyUI, but trust me, you will sort of figure it out eventually. If I just read between the lines here, this model here is not installed on our system just yet. And so there's multiple ways of doing that. You could copy that actual section there and type that into your favorite search engine. I just go out of that, press F11 and open up a search engine and just type that into there. It will point me to the place where I can download that model. And usually you'd get that from a place called Hugging Face. It's very common. And there's a download option just there. Another way you might want to do this is to go to this workflow here and go browse templates. And if we just click this first one in basics image generation, straight away it's giving us a warning. It can't find the model. So we could just press that button there as well and just download directly using the link that has been configured inside the UI. So I'm going to do that, download that. And now it's downloading to my downloads folder, but it's essentially just doing the same thing, downloading that file from Hugging Face, this place just here. Anyway, I'm going to close that and wait for that. Now that's going to be another 2 gigabytes nearly. So get used to that. With using AI on your own computer, you need to download quite large models, and 2 gigabytes, they are actually quite small files compared to some of the things you'll see as we progress. That's why you need to have a lot of memory or a lot of spare disk space. And it's also useful to have a lot of RAM as well, and a good graphics card with a lot of VRAM. So a 4 series graphics card or 5 series if you're lucky enough. Anyway, so this download is still happening. Let's just wait for that. And also we could have actually used this copy URL button as well. And if I was to copy the URL to the clipboard and just go there, you can see that it's pointing to Hugging Face anyway. So it's pointing to the same place that I showed before. But anyway, it's quite okay to click out of that if you wanted to and still wait for the download. Okay, we're nearly there. Let's open the folder. Okay, that is the first AI model that we'll use. It's actually Stable Diffusion version 1.5. So Control X or cutting. So you could do cut if you want. Now go to wherever you've installed your ComfyUI Windows Portable. Go into ComfyUI and you want to go down to a place called Models and in there checkpoints and then paste. Now we'll put quite a few models into this folder. So this checkpoints folder is something that we'll come back to often. So one thing you can do on Windows is if you right click it, you can pin to quick access. So there on my left now, under these common folders here, checkpoints. So I can quickly go to it now without having to go through the whole file system until I find it like that. Checkpoints there. I can now just go to it very quickly from here. We'll do more of that as we progress. Anyway, going back into here, we should now just be able to press run and it'll find it, but often the user interface doesn't yet know that model exists. But another thing you can do just to be sure is press this edit and then refresh no definitions. Okay, now if I click that, it's now showing as one of the options in that list there. Let's now run that again. So run. Okay, we see the green border going around different things. That's showing us at what stage in the process it is. And we'll see that quite a lot happening. Okay, that's the first image created using ComfyUI, and this is what you should have. Okay, so we will study all about this in the next video so that we know what all of these things are doing and different options we have. Anyway, excellent.